kilograms. Now we arrive at 80 to 90 kilograms, a range that includes plenty of athletes, especially in sports like rugby, wrestling, or weightlifting, where mass equals momentum. The hidden advantage here is raw physical power. More muscle mass generally means more force output, so tasks that require pushing, pulling, or lifting become noticeably easier. This range also tends to have better insulation against illness-related weight loss, meaning if someone catches a nasty flu, they usually have more reserves to draw from during recovery. Another surprising perk, people in this weight range sometimes report feeling more grounded and stable, both physically and honestly a little bit emotionally too, since a heavier base literally means better balance during physical activity. This range also often brings a natural advantage in cold weather sports, since the added mass helps retain body heat far better than lighter frames, making winter activities noticeably more bearable. Recovery from strength training also tends to be efficient here, since the body already has a solid muscular foundation to rebuild from after intense workouts. The downside is that without regular movement, this weight can shift toward fat storage rather than muscle. So the advantages here are basically locked behind a gym membership, or at least a very committed relationship with stairs. 90 to 100 kilograms. At 90 to 100 kilograms, we are firmly in a range where strength sports absolutely thrive. Think powerlifters, strongman competitors, and linemen in football who look like they could push a car uphill for fun. The biggest advantage here is sheer force production. More body mass generally allows for more explosive strength, which is why so many heavy lifting records belong to people in this range. There is also a metabolic advantage in cold environments, since more body mass helps retain core temperature, so winter hikes hit different when you are basically your own personal heater. Bone and joint structures in this range, when supported by proper training, often become incredibly resilient because they are essentially in a permanent strength-building environment. This range also tends to command more physical presence in competitive or professional settings, since size alone can influence how confidently others respond, whether that is fair or not. Grip and core strength also tend to be elite here, since carrying this much mass daily naturally trains the body's stabilizing muscles without even trying. That said, this weight range requires serious attention to joint care and cardiovascular health, because more mass means more pressure on the system if activity levels drop. So staying active here is less of an option and more of a survival strategy. 100 kilograms and above. Finally, we reach 100 kilograms and above, a category that includes elite strength athletes, as well as people simply built on a larger frame naturally. One major hidden advantage is impact resistance. In physical altercations, sports collisions, or even just clumsy trips down the stairs, a heavier frame often absorbs shock better than a lighter one, kind of like comparing a tank to a bicycle. This range can also carry stronger natural insulation, both physically and hormonally, since fat tissue plays a role in hormone production, meaning some functions of the body get extra backup support. Socially, taller and heavier individuals are sometimes perceived as more authoritative or commanding in professional settings, which, whether fair or not, can translate